Good morning, students of class 9. Previous day I had given you the outline summary of the third chapter of your book, Moments, and the name of the chapter is Isuran, the storyteller. Now come to the text. Let us start. The story was narrated to Ganesh by a young man, Mahendra by name. He was a junior supervisor in a firm which offered on hire supervisors at various types of construction sites, factories, bridges, dams, and so on. Mahendra's job was to keep an eye on the activities at the work site. He had to keep moving from place to place every now and then as ordered by the head office, from a coal mining area to a railway bridge construction site. From there, after a few months, to a chemical plant which was coming up somewhere. In the first stage, it is written that the story was narrated to Ganesh by a young man whose name was Mahendra. Mahendra was a junior supervisor in a firm which offered on hire supervisors at various construction sites, whether it was factories, bridges, dams, and so on. Mahendra's work was to keep an eye on the activities at various workplaces. That's why he had to keep moving from one place to another place, whether it was a coal mining area or a railway bridge construction site, or after some months to a chemical plant which was coming up there. He was a bachelor. His needs were simple and he was able to adjust himself to all kinds of odd conditions, whether it was an ill-equipped circuit house or a makeshift canvas tent in the middle of a stony quarry. But one asset he had was his cook, Isuran. The cook was quite attached to Mahendra and followed him uncomplainingly wherever he was posted. He cooked for Mahendra, washed his clothes, and chatted away with his master at night. He could weave out endless stories and anecdotes on various subjects. As you know that Mahendra was bachelor, that's why his needs were very simple and he was quite able to adjust himself in any condition, whether it was an ill-equipped circuit house or a canvas house tent in the middle of a stony quarry. But he had one asset, who was his cook Isuran, who used to cook food, wash his clothes, and was able to help him wherever he was posted. And he used to chat away with his master at night. Isuran had a capability to weave out endless stories and anecdotes on varied subjects. And weave means fabricate, make up, anecdotes, story, tell. Isuran also had an amazing capacity to produce vegetables and cooking ingredients seemingly out of nowhere in the middle of this desolate landscape. Desolate means uninhabited, where people didn't live, and landscape means the area which is quite open. So Isuran had amazing capacity to produce vegetable. He was also able to produce cooking ingredients in the middle of a desolate landscape, desolate where no people live, with no shops visible for miles around. He would miraculously conjure up, miraculously amazing, conjure, make something appear, produce, evoke up the most delicious dishes made with fresh vegetables within an hour of arriving at the zinc shelter at the new workplace. Isuran was able to prepare. He would miraculously conjure up the most delicious dishes made with fresh vegetable within an hour of arriving. That was his capacity. That within an hour of arriving, he was able to make most delicious dishes with fresh vegetable at the zinc seat shelter at the new workplace. Mahendra would be up early in the morning and leave for work after breakfast. That was his routine. He would up early in the morning, and after breaking fast, he used to go to his office carrying some prepared food with him, as we carry lunch. Meanwhile, Isran would tidy up the set, clean the set, wash his clothes, and have a leisurely bath. Here it is mentioned leisurely bath because pouring several buckets of water over his head. And at the time of bathing, he used to muttering a prayer all the while. It would be lunchtime by then. After eating, he would read for a while before dozing. Dozing, half asleep is called dozing off. The book was usually some popular Tamil thriller. He used to read the books of popular Tamil thriller running of hundreds of pages. Its imaginative descriptions and narrative flourishes would have Isuran in thrall. Thrall means power to control someone, be in someone's clutches. The way he used to narrate the story was so attractive that he was able to capture the listener's attention. His own descriptions were greatly influenced by the Tamil authors that he read. When he was narrating even the smallest of incidents, he would try to work in suspense and a surprise ending into an account. Just for an example, instead of saying that he had come across an uprooted tree on the highway, he would say with eyebrows suitably arched and hands held out in a dramatic gesture, "The road was deserted and I was all alone. Suddenly I spotted something that looked like an enormous bushy beast lying sprawled across the road. I was half inclined to turn and go back, but as I came closer, I saw that it was a fallen tree with its dry branches spread out." Mahendra would stretch himself back in the canvas chair and listen to Isuran's tales uncritically. It was the capability of Isuran that the way he used to narrate the story was so interesting. He was able to describe the smallest incident in a different way. And that's why Mahendra was listening all his stories uncritically without asking any question. Suppose if he wanted to describe an uprooted tree on the highway, first he will stretch his eyebrow, he will stretch out his hand in a dramatic way and then started narrating the story that the road was deserted and he was all alone. Suddenly he spotted something that looked like an enormous beast lying sprawled across the road. After seeing this, he was so terrified that first he decided to turn back, but as he went forward, he spotted that it was a fallen tree with its dry branches spread out. That's why the way of narrating the story was so interesting that without asking any question, Mahendra would listen his tales uncritically. After completing this page number 13, we will start page number 14 next day. Thanking all of you. Have a nice day.